caught my eye because pearl bracelets, I think they have a very specific look, right? If you just did a strand of pearls, sometimes it can feel, really, really classic and of course elegant. Yes, I think they're beautiful. But when you do pearls from Honora, which are some of the most sought after, beautiful cultured freshwater pearls, partnered now with Diamonique in this charm style oval Rolo bracelet, now it's flirtatious. Now it's modern, it's playful. So let me take you through. We've got 3 different sizes to choose from. The ones that I have here in stock are the yellow and the white choice, so that beautiful white pearl, and then your yellow metal. So it's giving you the look then of your gold. The nice thing is it's all gold over sterling silver, so it makes it really affordable to get this home. You have 3 different sizes to choose from. The small is a 6 3/4 inch fit. The average is going to be a 7 1/4 inch fit. And then your large is going to be the 8-inch fit. But look at the movement, like this play, this charm. So alternating each charm is a bezel set Diamonique gemstone, which by the way, that gemstone alone, it's gotta be the look well over a 1/2 carat. Just eyeballing, that looks over, I should say about a 1/4 carat. Maybe it's in between the 1/4 carat and the 1/2. Like that's a juicy gemstone. That alone could be a pendant on a necklace. And then you couple it alternating on the Rolo links with a beautiful 8mm pearl. So you go gemstone, you have a lobster clasp that's beautifully intertwined. There is your gemstone again, your Diamonique with an 8mm pearl, 8mm pearl. And these are actually one of my favorites. They're called a potato pearl. And I love them because they're not overly perfect. They're not the perfect round. They're not the perfect. They give you the color and the luster of almost the highly sought after Tahitian pearl. But I think they have more character, which also each one is going to be slightly unique. I remember my mom and we were visiting a good friend of hers who had moved to work to St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands. And so, of course, you have to go visit your friend when they move to the Virgin Islands. And I remember we were shopping at this little store and she bought me a little pearl necklace. And it was one of a potato pearl. Gosh, and I loved wearing it. And I loved the uniqueness of that pearl. Because it's one thing to have the beautiful, perfectly round that you see in maybe strands of necklaces or bracelets or earrings in the very traditional way. But I think when you see the potato pearl, it really harkens back to what Mother Nature does to create a pearl. I mean, it all involves a mollusk and an irritant. Something gets inside of the mollusk that is not supposed to be there. And that oyster, that mollusk kind of does its work of almost defending itself. And in its sense of reacting and defending itself against this irritant that shouldn't be there, creates something really beautiful. And that's always what I've loved about pearls, because if you've ever had life throw you a curveball or something that was not in the plan, like this was not on the bingo card for 2025, but you notice when you come through it on the other side, there is traits about you that are made better. You see your strength, you see your resiliency. And that's what I love about pearls. So if you have somebody in your life that's got a June birthday coming up for under $75, you give them the most beautiful, beautiful way to wear pearls. My mom's a June baby, and most of the pearls that she's always worn have been very classic, traditional. The line, the strand of pearl necklace, the strand bracelets, just that pearl stud earring. But what a fresh way to wear pearls. Or does somebody have a special milestone? It could be a graduation. It could be an anniversary. Maybe it's a big birthday in June. Mark that month. It doesn't have to just be a birthstone month. You could use that birthstone month to mark that as a memory point in the calendar. This is your small choice, which that one is a 6 3/4 inch fit. That's the one that I have on. I have just over a 6-inch wrist. And so here's how the small fits me. If I wanted more drape, which it really is kind of up to you, sometimes I like to go for the average. Like if you like that drapey movement, you can always go up a size. So we have it in the average, which is a 7 1/4 inch fit. And then we also have the 8-inch. So it's all sterling silver, but it's been dipped in beautiful precious gold. So it gives you that rich Italian buttery gold color. And then each stone is a Diamonique gemstone. They look, here's the thing. I say this because there used to be this necklace that we sold in the jewelry store that I used to work for. And this was this, a bezel set diamond was the necklace, and it was just on a thin chain. And you could get the stone in all different sizes. It's a beautiful classic way to do it. But this alone on your bracelet is a standalone piece. And you're getting this beautiful Diamonique stone alternating then with each gorgeous pearl, which has the luster of some of the highest quality Tahitian pearls, but then these are those cultured freshwater pearls in a really playful design. Now, this is also, with it being that oval Rolo chain, maybe you have a little charm that you've collected along the way. You could always attach that to this bracelet. I'd like to do it right by the lobster clasp. I've got a couple charms that were like my grandmother's and grandparents over the years, and you could easily like tuck one on to the bracelet to really customize it. So your choice of the small, the average, and our large, a combination of Honora, one of our longest running pearl brands here at QVC, one of our most affordable pieces today too, as we start off our jewelry show on QVC2 for $74.99. So definitely one to grab, whether you're gifting